far, I think most teams have done pretty well. So Chicago with Ben Johnson, I'll give it an A- because he's never been a coach, so I can't give him an A to an A+. Stays in the division. This is an old school defensive-minded culture, and they went out and hired the young, most creative offensive guy from the same division. I think this is who they wanted. I think it's who Caleb Williams wanted. Reportedly, Caleb Williams went to his driveway and screamed when they hire him. I'll give him an A-. The Cowboys.
Okay. No, I mean, like, this was obviously an awesome hire for the Chicago Bears. I don't think we have to slice it in any other. I mean, to give it an A- would imply that they could have scored higher, that there was an A out there. Or an A+ out there, which is who? You're going to try to somehow get Andy Reid or something? Like, so, no. If you're talking about the pool of hires, of all the coaches that you can get, this is absolutely positively an AA+, or, whatever ranking you want to get, in terms of scale, whatever the highest grade is. So, this is as good as the hire as you can get. You could not ask for anything better. And this shows so much more than just the hire. Because first off, we talk about for the last couple of years that this is the Ben Johnson sweepstakes. That everyone's after Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, Ben Johnson, Ben Johnson. And now you have this with Caleb. Your new hotshot young quarterback. In a defensive culture team for the Chicago Bears. And that matters. Because that signifies, hey, we're willing to change. Yeah, we were defense. We're changing. We are no longer living in the past. We are no longer living decades ago. This is a new era of football for the Chicago Bears. And we just got the coach that everybody wanted. Everybody wanted. So we don't have to slice it any other way. We don't have to try to downplay it a little bit. We don't have to just be like, well, he's never been a head coach. Yeah, that is a real conversation for sure, which I've talked about. But at the end of the day, this is the best hire. And I made arguments for Pete Carroll, Mike McCarthy. I talked about that for sure. But now that the hire is done, this is the best hire. Not to mention, at one point, Mike McCarthy was going to be staying with Dallas. And Chicago has to get out there and get their coach. And other people say, well, what about Mike Vrabel? Yeah, I think that would have been a great hire as well. I do. And again, multiple things can be true. They both could have been A hires. And I think they would have been. Or A+, whatever. So this is just 100% positive from my viewpoint. I'm excited to see what the Chicago Bears are going to do moving forward. And, Colin kind of talked about, don't judge coaches by their opening press conference and stuff like that. And I think Ben Johnson did great. I think Ben Johnson shows a lot of genuineness, which is very important to me. And I think that's going to be really important for him with Caleb Williams. I think Caleb needs to be with someone who's going to be very real and genuine, but also accurate. And get rid of the fluff, the extra, well, this is football and we go hard. No, just get rid of all that. Let's just have real conversations. Not coach platitudes. Not where there's a will, there's a way. You either want it or you don't. You got to put in the work. Let's just talk like we're actual real human beings. This is where I am today. This is where I want to be in the future. How do I get there? Let's have just real conversations. That's what Andy Reid does with Mahomes. That's what Sean McVay does with Stafford. Like that's what all these great coaches do with their quarterbacks. The ones that aren't so much of that really get by on fluff and peanut butter, things get a little dicey. So this is exactly what Ben Johnson, that's another layer that I believe that Ben Johnson will bring to Caleb Williams. And it's what I think Cliff Kingsbury brought to Jaden Daniels. Just a real accurate authenticity where it's okay, we're going to have real conversations here. We're going to try to figure this out. We're going to improve. We're going to grow. We're going to make mistakes. I'm going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. That's fine. We're human beings. Not all this, again, generic, like, Disney Channel stereotypical coach speak, which a lot of coaches give still. A lot of coaches. And it could be inspiring. It could be rousing. It could be motivating, because you kind of need a little bit of both. But at the end of the day, you need to be able to have real conversations. And not enough coaches know how to have real conversations. And I believe Ben Johnson can. That was my read on his opening when he addressed the staff and all of that. So it's exciting. This is awesome. This is how the Chicago Bears get to move forward. This is how they get ushered into 2025 football and not living in 1983 football. So it's awesome. Again, there should be nothing but 100% unconditional optimism going into this following season. This coming season, however whatever the right wordage is for it. I'm excited to see what they do in the draft. I'm excited to see what they do in free agency, what they're going to build. I'm excited to see what the conversations are going to be around this team. If you're going to come up short and have a losing season and, really not reach what the expectations were, a hire like this is just it's just exciting, and now gives you months of hope. And that's really the best thing you can ask for when your team comes up, significantly short. Just hope. The feeling that things will be better tomorrow, that we are on the right path. And it's now followed up with action. I could hope that I'm going to get healthy. I could hope that I'm going to lose weight. I can hope. But you got to take action. You got to go to the gym. You got to start eating healthy. You got to go to sleep at the right time. You got to wake up, you got to take action. And that's exactly what the Chicago Bears did. So you have hope combined with action. It's literally as good as it gets when it's, January in football season and your team's not playing. Hope and action. It's perfect. So, yeah. No A-. This gets an A+ grade of 100%. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Chicago Bears hire of Ben Johnson? How would you grade this in Colin's, gridiron grades NFL offseason? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.